We are in Unarius. This is the future of planet Earth.
Right now we're studying a book called Tempus Proceedium. All these books were channeled. The majority of them were channeled by Ernest North. He could sit down, turn a tape recorder on, and by opening up his higher self, he would just start talking. And it wasn't him, but it was divine, that higher self of many, many, many spiritual brothers. My consciousness was being raised, not knowing it.
Yeah.
As I was reading this information, and it was definitely not of this world. It made so much sense. And every once in a while I'd see these little pin lights that would just flash on the page, and I'd go, wow. What was happening is what my mind, well, I didn't know at the time, but now I know. My mind was being picked up. I was seeing things on a different level. I saw something glistening in the corner of my eye. You know how when you're walking around and you see a movie?
Yeah.
And I looked, and there was a tree in my front yard. And I looked over there, and it was totally made of crystal.
The tree was?
The tree had crystallized. And, I put my book down, and I rub my eyes, and I look again, and all of a sudden it fades back green. And I went, my gosh. I had been, my consciousness had been picked up so high. I saw that tree in its true form. But the true existence of that tree was crystalline. That was the true nature of the higher isotope of the atom. You'll evolve and evolve over and over, and then you'll be able to graduate. You'll be able to go to a different world, a higher world, and on and on and on. It's like then you could be a teacher like Jesus and go to different worlds that are lower than this one. Yeah. This room is supposed to represent Atlantis, the way Atlantis was.
Wow.
The beauty of it. This used to have a drop ceiling in it, just panels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we took the drop ceiling out and we curved the ceiling.
That's really good.
And Kevin, one of the painters, he's putting clouds on it. And Juan and I did the mantles,
That's really good.
put it on top. The columns used to be just painted columns. And so we made it third dimensional. We built the columns out. And then we put, let me show you we put lighting up in the...
Oh, nice.
See
Wow, that looks really good.
So we put lighting up there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that looks really good.
One of the students did this. She was into plaster and stuff like that. And this is Uriel.
Wow, so she actually made that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh yeah, from scratch, from a little ball of clay. And she was another one that had never done any.
That's so neat.
Yeah. So there's so many things around here that, and pretty much everything you see, students here did it. And had no idea, that they had a creative potential. But that's what's important about, yourself as well, is learning that you do have a beautiful creative potential.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can do anything you want to.
So is this what you were talking about with the tree was crystallized? It's kind of everything's kind of...
Yeah.
Wow.
But you're actually looking at cities and temples, and this represents...
Or the temples like in the center of each city, is that what okay.
And it's different schools. different schools that people will go to, you know, to learn New Age principles. And the tower that's in the middle is actually a power tower. Everything will be wireless electricity. This represents the future, you know, the positive future of planet Earth. Believe it or not.
Are these like water? What are the blue mirrors? Is those?
It's like little water fountains. That's also another part of Unarius where there are many, like I was talking about before, you know, there's thousands, millions of planets. And there is other life out there.
Yeah.
See, you learn how to listen to even something higher, because that's how they communicate with you.
Yeah.
She would make a contact, and all of a sudden they would just start talking.
Yeah.
And you're talking about books that, like this book, or any book. And there's thicker books over there that takes people a year, or 2 years, 3 years to write. These books that you see over there on the shelf, even the thick ones, were written in hours.
Wow.
You have a polarity shift. Yeah, in a sense, you're sharing the
That means
same.
we have a head start on everything.
In a sense, you're sharing the same psychic anatomy.
It's really
Really?
interesting. Huh.
Cool.
That is cool.
I know.
There's an energy aura
Yeah.
around you too.
Cool.
I
like
I mean,
I like thinking of it that
I felt it
way.
when I saw you guys in the parking lot.
Yeah. You pick up on that?
Mhm.
Wow.
Oh yeah. But yeah, these soon, very soon, as planet Earth progresses and becomes more open to spiritual new things, we're going to meet these people. They will land here, and the information that Unarius has received is there'll be like 33 spaceships, starships that'll actually land here on top of each other and will form a university. And they say they'll land in Humul.
Where is it?
Humul.
Hold on. Okay, so what he basically said was that he said that Atlantis was this giant
Get me a
strip.
baby wipe.
Okay, can you see him? Can't tell. Anyways, he said that Atlantis was this giant landmass that connected, like, I don't even know what it was. Central America to Iceland.
Yeah, no, from the U.S. to Europe, the strip, so I guess the Atlantic Ocean, Atlantis, like, connected those two land masses, but because of the negative energy of mankind, then the land sunk, and that's where Atlantis
And there's
was.
there's a giant tower of power with a space ball thing on it,
And that
it
is
collapsed,
still-
and the ball is still active, and that's what the Bermuda Triangle is, and you could transport yourself to other planets, and that's why
that's
when
why things
planes and
disappear.
boats disappear in the Bermuda Triangle, that's where they go.
And he says that
so when the Obama has a lot of spiritual help, and
that
when
the people from other planets are already here, and Obama knows them and has
about
been
it.
communicating with them, but he doesn't think the world's ready to, like, see them yet or something.
So he's gonna keep it like hush hush until the world is ready. And there's a secret government that's under the regular government that controls everything, and they assassinated JFK.
And he also said that he could tell Alyssa and I were Polarites or something.
I got that on film.
Oh.
Yeah, and that we've been evolving
And that
for
he could
millions
see us,
of years.
and that even when he saw us in the parking lot, he knew that me and Alyssa were connected.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I need a baby wipe.
Okay. And then, what are some of the other things? I don't know, I wanted to talk more about aliens, but it was mostly about your inner spiritual self. Anyways, that's enough.